In your opinion, what exactly defines family? Is it by blood? Is it the way in which you communicate with each other? Or is it that life-lasting bond that a family has and the traditions passed on from each generation to generation within that family? Some people would say all of these things make a family. What if I told you that orca whales do all of these things in the wild? Orca whales stay with their family for life. They communicate differently within each individual orca pod, and they even pass down their very own specific pod hunting techniques to their grandchildren and their children. If you would say all the previous listed qualities make a family, then who are you to say that orca whale pods aren't real families? If you agree they are families, who are we to say that it is okay to break apart a family, whether it is through capturing them for entertainment or ruining their environment through oil spills? Saving orcas and the habitat that they rely on is not an easy job, but supporting one of the many nonprofit organizations that has the muscle and the know-how to get the job done can help. I am here today to talk about orcaconservancy.org. They are a nonprofit, all-volunteer organization that runs out of Washington. Their goal is to help and be the voice and the power behind helping the orca whales and their habitat. orcaconservancy.org was originally founded in March 1996 by Ralph Munro, Kelly Balcom Bartik, Ken Barcombe, and Howard Garrett. In July 2000, they changed their name to Orca Conservancy and was refounded by Ralph and Karen Munro, Howard Garrett, Susan Berta, Michael Harris, Kelly Balcom Bartok, Fred Fellman, Brian Calvert, and Stephanie Buffum. By working with some of the world's top research institutions and environmental groups, they are able to address the most critical issues facing the wild and captive orcas around the world. Despite their name, orca whales are actually part of the dolphin family. It is widely known that dolphins are one of the most intelligent animals on this entire earth. Orcas create their own dialect, which is special to each and every pod. They also create their own hunting techniques that another pod of orcas may have never seen. It has recently been discovered that dolphins are also self-aware and have even been showing sympathy. By taking an orca out of the wild and confining them to a small, uninteresting tank, you are taking them from their home, and more importantly, you're taking them from their family. They are pushed into a pod that is not their own. They cannot properly communicate with the other orcas that they now live with, and they become frustrated. Their lack of mental stimulation drives them to do repetitive, unhealthy behaviors, and their overbreeding within captivity causes many calves to be rejected by their mothers, something that rarely occurs among wild orcas. When someone attends a park where dolphins and orcas are held captive, they get excitement from meeting such gorgeous, intelligent animal so close. They think they know something about this animal, but the sad truth is, they know nothing about them. They are two different animals. A captive orca and an orca in the wild is not the same thing. One of the cases that orcaconservancy.org is working on is the case of Lolita, an orca whale living in a tank so small that it is the smallest tank in the United States that holds an orca, and Lolita has been living in that tank for 44 years. In the span of those 44 years, she has had no contact with a single orca whale. orcaconservancy.org has worked with other experts and other groups to create a plan to save Lolita. They want to move her to a sea pen, a part of the ocean which is a closed-off area, but is close to where her pod lives, the pod that she was taken from 44 years ago. Over time, she can be monitored and slowly taught how to be a wild orca again and eventually reintegrated with her old pod. This plan might sound easy, but unfortunately, getting Lolita's owners at Miami Seaquarium to agree to this difficult part is not easy. By helping orcaconservancy.org, you are helping the funding going towards saving Lolita and saving her family in the wild. Because of most of you might agree, everyone deserves what to be with their family, not taken from it. Thank you.